In terms of what you're pushing for in the room, we heard earlier from Jem Bell from the Rainbow Greens about the anger around the Cass report and a feeling that the decision on puberty blockers no longer being prescribed to under 18s at the Sandyford Clinic needs to be reversed. Is that something that you agree with? Is that what you're pushing for in the room?
So the decisions on prescribing medication needs to be taken by clinicians. I don't think that ministers should take a view on that or should influence that decision. What is, of course, really
so you accept the ban on puberty blockers then?
That's absolutely not what I said. What I said is that decisions on prescription medication need to be taken by clinicians. What is heartbreaking is for those young people in Scotland who were on a pathway to have this medication prescribed, have now been told they will not be able to get this medication. That must be heartbreaking. So what myself and my colleagues are doing is looking at what is possible to do in Scotland to support trans healthcare, to support young people, to get the care that they need, whether that's, gender affirming care in the proper way. And we are looking to do that. There'll be a parliamentary statement on that, or a ministerial statement on that this week about how we intend to go forward. But I completely understand the frustration and anger when, things like the Cass report have become sort of politicized and weaponized by people who, are anti-trans and want to remove trans people from public life.
Well, some might argue that it's being weaponized. Some might argue it's being weaponized by those on your side of this debate by trying to discredit the Cass report. Do you accept that the Cass report is a valid scientific document?
Well, Dr. Cass herself, when answering questions, has said her report has been misrepresented. Now, it's a long report and there's a lot of things in there, some of which I absolutely would agree with, things like zero tolerance for conversion therapy, Dr. Cass has put in that report. So I think it isn't helpful for anybody to sort of cherry pick bits of it out of context. It is something we need to all look at. How do we improve trans healthcare? We know it's not good enough. There are time delays, sometimes of years, for people to get treatment. There's a disconnect between treatment for young people and treatment for adults. We know we need to do better on trans healthcare. We have, in government, committed additional funds to work through the process to make that better. And that's something that we will continue to do. So I think on all sides, we need to take some time, absorb the information in that report. And then, as I say, there'll be a ministerial statement on it this week in Parliament.
Lorna Slater, who is the Minister for Green Skills, Circular Economy and Biodiversity, thank you very much.